And we are nearing the end of Women's History Month. Today, women leaders in law enforcement spoke with students and colleagues about ways to recruit more women into the male-dominated field. A symposium was held this morning at Roger Williams University to find more ways to get even more women involved and to retain the women who do join the career.
It's really cool to see other women doing things that many people used to say, like, you can't do that.
The Women in Law Enforcement Symposium at Roger Williams University is showing criminal justice students and future female recruits that women can do it all. Female law enforcement professionals of all levels spoke Friday with students about the rewards and challenges of being a woman in law enforcement.
So it's really important not only to bring women into the field, but to retain them as well. There has been a number of studies on the impact that females have in this career, in this profession, and the impact and the style and insight that they bring.
Sergeant Sheila Paquette with the Department of Environmental Management's Division of Law Enforcement organized this year's symposium. Paquette has been with the DLE for nearly 30 years, but women remain outnumbered in police departments locally and nationally.
It's important to recognize that it is Women's History Month and that these events not only just happen because it's March, but also happen because there is a deficit.
In Rhode Island, women make up approximately 14% of sworn officers and 20% of recruits in state and local law enforcement. And that mirrors the nationwide average. Women make up nearly 13% of sworn police officers in the U.S. That is, despite women representing approximately half of the U.S. population. That number is even smaller for minority groups. Black women make up 3% of full-time police officers in the U.S., and recent data doesn't have recorded statistics on how many Hispanic, Asian American, and Pacific Islander women work in the profession. Also in attendance at Friday's symposium was Nantucket Police Chief Jody Casper and Ohio Division of Natural Resources Chief Candy Klosterman. They hold positions in law enforcement only achieved by 2 to 3% of women in the field.
I think definitely in such a male-dominated field, having like a woman in law enforcement symposium is pretty empowering to see all these tenured professionals in their career. And as an upcoming student in this career, it's really good to see that.
Women's roles in law enforcement evolved gradually. The first sworn female officers began in the early 20th century. The passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and its future amendments helped pave the way for more inclusion of women in policing. Speakers and students at the event say events like these help close the gap, but there is still more work to be done. Cara Bailey, ABC 6 News.